AITA for refusing to translate on the spot after my friend keeps using me as his proof he speaks the language. I'm 19, and I'm fluent in another language because of my family. My friend Jake has been learning it forever. He knows a few basic phrases, but he's not even close to being conversational. The real problem is that Jake likes telling people he speaks it, and then when someone actually starts talking to him, he immediately looks at me to save him. It started out kind of harmless. We'd be out somewhere, he'd hear someone speaking it, and he'd jump in with a single sentence. When they'd respond normally, he'd just stare at me with a panicked help expression. I'd translate a bit to keep it from getting awkward for the strangers. After it happened a few times, I told him, please stop doing that. If you want to practice, just say you're learning. Don't tell people you speak it, and then make me your personal interpreter. He just laughed and told me I was being dramatic. He said it was good practice for him and a cool skill for me. Things boiled over last weekend. We were at a birthday party at a bar, and he met a couple at the next table. As soon as he found out they spoke the language, he immediately went, "Oh, I speak that too." Then he pointed at me and said, "And he does too, we can all talk." The couple got excited and started chatting fast. Jake immediately turned to me mid-conversation and said, "Tell them," as if I'm just a tool there to translate his life. I tried to stay chill at first and said in English, "I'm not translating tonight." He ignored me and kept trying to hand me lines to translate while the couple just sat there waiting. Finally, I'd had enough. I looked at the couple and said in their language, "I'm so sorry, but I'm not translating right now." I smiled, turned around, and walked off to get a drink. Jake followed me immediately, absolutely pissed. He said I embarrassed him and made him look like a liar. He claimed I could have just helped for 2 minutes and corrected him later. I reminded him that I have corrected him later multiple times and he keeps putting me on the spot anyway. But it didn't end at the bar. The next day, our group chat exploded. Jake told everyone I was gatekeeping my culture and trying to make him feel excluded. A few friends actually took his side, saying, "It's just a language, why be so petty?" It made me feel like I was the crazy one. A few days later, Jake tried to make up by asking me to help him prepare for a date with a girl who actually speaks the language. I agreed to a quick study session, but it was a disaster. He didn't want to learn how to speak. He just wanted me to write out cool-sounding phrases for him to memorize. When I told him he was just setting himself up for another embarrassment, he called me unsupportive. The final straw was last night. Jake actually called me while he was on the date. He put me on speakerphone and pretended there was a bad connection, asking me to retell a story he supposedly told her, but forgot the details of in the language. I realized then that he was never going to stop. Instead of helping, I spoke directly to the girl in our language. I told her the truth, that Jake doesn't speak the language. He's been using me as a human Google Translate for months, and I was done being part of the lie. I heard the girl go silent, and then I heard the sound of a chair scraping back. Jake hung up on me. Now he's telling everyone I've ruined his romantic life and that I'm a stingy villain. He says friends are supposed to have each other's backs, but I feel like he was just using mine as a footstool. So, Reddit, AITA, should I have just helped him out for 2 minutes to keep the peace, or was I right to finally stop being his free interpreter? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more amazing drama.